Hello everyone. We are sitting here at the beautiful Honey Grove and we are so excited because we realized that the solstice being yesterday was 10 years since we wrote Moon Mysteries, and the first inspiration happened right around the solstice. So we decided to spontaneously make a little movie because we've never done that before, and we're a little bit sad because we do not have Ian with us, who designed and created all the art in our beautiful book. So we're putting a little call out to Ian.
Oh, Ian.
You know, this cover, everything was Ian. It would not have happened without her, literally, because you and I don't have the skills to
We definitely don't.
make. Anyway, so that aside, what we wanted to do is talk a little bit about the season. And here we are in this beautiful forest surrounded by trees at Honey Grove. And so my question to you now is, what chapter do you think really suits this season right now?
Well, I think I would say probably Earth Moon, which is chapter 2. Because if you remember, we began that chapter talking about the cyclical nature of life and of the seasons, and particularly this time of year, where the world is very busy and spending a lot of money and lots of consuming. And yet it's the time of year that our ancestors were getting quiet and getting still. And just how that sometimes, you know, in our bodies and in our spirits, we feel the call towards stillness, and yet our outside world is very full and it asking us to be very outward at a time that is actually very dark and very inward. So I remember writing that, and I went back to it myself last week and read that chapter.
Really? That's great.
Yeah, to remind myself, because it's really easy to forget.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
So sitting here we've just passed solstice, we're the day after solstice, we've got Yule coming, and we also have the new year coming.
It's true.
So we're kind of in this little bit of a liminal place, and everyone hopefully in the next couple days will be really starting to take that quiet time, as you mentioned. And thinking about the book, you know, this book was really a labor of love from our hearts, from our souls, and even though 10 years has passed, we're so grateful for everyone who loves the book and keeps it in their hearts and souls. So if you've bought the book and you've had it for a long time, or even if you just picked it up, I guess the next thing I think of now is where would they turn to for the new year? So we're talking about new beginnings. We're talking about the Imbolc, the time of the cycle has come back around and the sun is coming back. What do you think?
I would say that the new year, I would say Dreaming Moon, because it's although, you know, it's not summer yet and there's still a long way to go until we're in the full growing season, you can start to feel life stirring. And so, you know, even like 2 or 3 weeks from now, the daffodils will start to come out of the earth a little bit, and you know, 6 weeks from now we'll have crocus if you're on the West Coast, which is wild to think, really.
It really is, right?
But during that time is a great time to just start to reflect on what it is that we want to grow in the gardens of our souls. As a gardener and as someone that lives here on a homestead, I start to dream with my seed catalog right around now.
Can you tell that Nao wrote the chapter was Dreaming Moon and Earth Moon? So a little of our process, we actually split chapters up into the ones that called us. And Nao now owns a farm, and she didn't at the time, she lived in the city. So now she owns a farm and knows literally the moment the bulbs come up in the spring. So
True.
all that to say, blessed solstice.
Yeah, happy solstice.
And whatever you're doing, whatever life finds you in this moment, we hope that Moon Mysteries has you know, been in your hearts the way it has ours. 10 years later, we are just thrilled that it's still around.
So thank you, everyone. Really, we're just saying thank you.
Yes, blessings.